Oh. Hi, wrestling fans. You caught me doing some curls with my 50s. Thanks for checking on the dreaded D-Rose report for today. We'll see what we got here. Whew, I catch my breath. Matt Hardy, Ezekiel Jackson have been polishing up their works on WWE live event to help polish up on Jackson's in-ring skills. Jackson picked up the win over Hardy on 2 events this past weekend. WWE Christian had been working with Ezekiel when the ECW brand was going on. Chris Jericho wrote the following on his Twitter account after last night's TNA show regarding RVD. He said, "The beatdown of RVD in 20 seconds into his debut in TNA was mind-boggling." He says, "I don't understand how so many talented people could be so clueless." Oh, it was kind of funny. Anyway, you know, I don't know if you did this or not, but they told you to tune in for the first 5 minutes. I timed it for 5 minutes. The whole 5 minutes was Hogan talking. And then it got better after that, of course. But let me know what you thought of that down here on the comment thing. I like to see it and let the, TNA, if anybody looks at the or even cares looking at this, I just like to see how you thought it went. Give you my opinion tomorrow. TNA web shop has a new autographed photo of Hulk Hogan in his return match last night. It's selling for $39.99. TNA, by the way, has added Rob Van Dam, Jeff Hardy, Shannon Moore to their TNA roster page. Dave Meltzer reports that RVD and Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles and Desmond Wolfe is planned for tonight's TNA Impact taping down in Florida. Tonight's taping won't air till next Monday, so just hang on. First issue of the new WWE comic book, Heroes. It's going to be a series, is going to get ready to be released on March 23rd, so that's the magazine to get a hold of, and don't take it out of the paper. Buy 2. Keep one, you might want to read the other. Kofi Kingston will be appearing at WWE Developmental Show the 31st down in Fort Myers, Florida. The first 500 fans will receive a free beach ball. I don't know. There's also going to be a big wiggle contest where the 10 finalists get to do the big wiggle in the ring with FCW trainer and former WCW star Norman Smiley, of all things. He don't have that horse on a broomstick or something anymore, does he? Christian versus Cody Rhodes was booked for Raw live events this past weekend, making it the first time the two have faced each other at a WWE live event. And it's right now being speculated that WWE and Ultimate Warrior may have come to an agreement for him joining in on the Hall of Fame this year. The Warrior appeared in the opening video before last night's Raw. If you noticed, he replaced Ric Flair. And right now, the Hall of Fame doesn't have that major star, like, would get you to want to tune into it. That could be him, or, in my opinion, Randy Savage, if they worked anything out. Joey Fatoon of NSYNC fame, just want to call it fame, and Jesse Goddard, Big Brother, were sitting at ringside at the Impact taping. TNA is listing all 3 members of the Beautiful People as the TNA Knockout Tag Team Champions after Velvet Sky and Madison Rain won the belts on Impact last night. It's possible they're going to do the same kind of a Freebird rule that with the belts, all 3 members will have to defend them. As seen at the end of last night's Impact taping, the show went off the air before Jeff Hardy could hit the Swanton bomb. Not sure why they did that. Timing just wasn't right. He hit the top rope and just kind of, that was it. The live show ended with faces in the ring doing Hulk Hogan poses, and everyone left at the same time, but the Pope, who was selling his injury, didn't. F4WOnline.com says Matt Hardy wrote the following on his Twitter about his return to TNA last night. He says, "I love some TNA. Trust me, my fans," he says, "I'm in an amazing place, believe me, and I refuse to let you down. This is a movement my fans This is a movement, my fans. Please join me wherever I am and let me know, history together between us and blah, blah, blah. Dixie is a badass boss. Love her. Never said that about my boss, but I would if she was my boss, though. Rob Van Dam wrote this on his Twitter about his debut on TNA last night. It said, harmoniously, the world came together as one and chanted RVD Mother. Said it. As noted on TNA was trying to bring in the wrestling legend, by the way. Didn't know if you knew this, for the Lockdown Fan Fest next month. They contacted a WWE Hall of Famer, old Harley Race, about appearing. And he told him he would do it if Vince McMahon gave him permission. Race says he doesn't want to do anything that will hurt Vince McMahon's relationship with him. That's like me if Blockbuster came down. Oh, could I borrow your new releases down here so we can satisfy our customers? Oh, sure, go ahead. I don't need that money. Don't need all them movies either. That's kind of bold of TNA. Anyway, Evan Bourne on his Twitter the other day found out that his finger was broken in 2 places after thinking it was just jammed for 2 weeks. Duh. Former WWE star Paul Burchill and his wife are expecting their first child. Apparently she's pregnant. After last night's Raw ended, by the way, John Cena and Triple H teamed up to defeat Batista and Sheamus. Cena hit the double A on Batista, and Triple A hitched, of course, the pedigree on Sheamus to end the show. WWE has removed Rob Van Dam from the alumni roster page. Oh, darn. Don't know why. Although WWE will tape this week 3 of the NXT on Sci-Fi shows. And this week's this week's Friday Night SmackDown from Key Arena in Seattle, Washington. No match has been announced for either show. David Otunga is focused on the Impact. The NXT. My fault entirely. Rob Van Dam and TNA are both trending topics on the Twitter during the Impact thing. Big names appearing on tonight's Impact. You've seen them. They were really just Rob Van Dam, Sting, Jeff Hardy, Shannon Moore, and there wasn't. Did you notice that Hogan really do anything in the ring much except lay on the ground and get crap beat out of him? Well, he must be in really bad shape, but his daughter's not. Scott Steiner, by the way, was backstage at TNA in Orlando. Steiner was released from TNA a few weeks back. No word if they're going to bring him back or not. Madison Rayne and Velvet Sky are the new tag team champions after defeating Sarita, Taylor Wilde on there. TNA stripped Awesome Kong and Hamada after the titles. I'm not sure whether Hamada's gone too or not. Zack Ryder and Santina versus Santino Marella, and MVP and Christian versus Carlito and Chavo was taped for before Raw tonight, and I guess that's going to be on Superstars. Where am I at on the time? About a minute and a half. It was agreed by Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker, by the way, that their career versus streak match at WrestleMania will be a no DQ, no countouts. The only way to win will be by pinfall or submission, or if the ring just blows up and there's nothing going on. Below is the current card for Destination X, by the way, pay-per-view coming out of the Impact taping. It's going to be World Heavyweight title. Is that a TNA X division? Anyway, heavyweight titles: Abyss versus AJ Styles, X division title; Shannon Moore versus Doug Williams. Tag matches: Beer Bunny versus Matt Morgan Hernandez. Ultimate X going to be a contendership for the titles. Generation Me, which I love and didn't get to see, versus Motor City Machine Guns, which fought forever. Those two. Anyway, Scott Hall, Sean Waltman taking on Kevin Nash, Eric Young again. Maybe another 5-second match. If Hall and Waltman win, they earn TNA contracts. If they lose, they got to leave TNA. Well, I better go ahead and get off of here. But anyway, leave me your feelings about the 2 shows. Did you watch both of them? Did you watch one or the other? Did you compare them? Let me know. I might relay it on. I gotta go.